Chanel,
What's up, girl?
I've been so busy this week that I didn't get an Empire Fix at all. Help me out.
Oh, I did, honey. I will start out with a tweet from Donald Trump.
Uh-oh.
It
Wait a
is
minute.
Empire related. The Donald
Empire.
is Empire related. The Donald put out a tweet that basically said, the great African-American president, Barack Obama, hasn't had a positive effect on thugs, that's in quotes from him, who are happily destroying Baltimore. Where Jussie Smollett, who plays Jamal.
And he's an activist. We know he's an activist.
Girl, did he
of
respond?
all sorts.
So he responded, I'm going to have to read this to you. I want to get it right. He responded that Trump is the most, this is a quote, most ignorant man on the planet, girl. And had some other choice words for him. And then apparently Trump deleted the tweet.
Deleted the tweet.
He came back with a little
Of course.
nicer mess. Girl, that wasn't enough for Jussie Smollett. He said, he wasn't done. He said, way to clean it up. He told Trump to keep quiet. I was like, whoa. Anyway, that was a good little side fight. Also,
A little Twitter dust up.
yes, girl. Also at Par Universe, Taraji P. Henson, her book is coming out spring 2016.
Right. I did know about that.
The Empire season 1 started in the UK this week, girl.
Yeah.
They are excited
They're
too. They are
excited.
tweeting. And also, I noticed too, the show is obviously trying to keep us going. Go Fox, keep it up. They are tweeting out trivia questions.
Right. I've seen that.
Such as, who sang at Bunky's funeral?
Right.
Are we getting a prize? I mean,
No, because they already, the big prize was like win a walk-on role if you tweet.
Oh, no. It's a trivia game. They are
if
Fox.
you tweet his real name.
Fox, throw out a couple of goodies, though, for these trivia questions. I might answer.
Right. We might join in if you give us
But
something.
that's my news
But we're going to
on
watch
Empire,
anyway.
girl. That's my news on the Empire, but there's your fix.
But, you know, Scandal brought me back.
They did.
They brought me back. Papa Pope shows up, and I decide that, okay, all is right in the world.
That's right.
They quit trying to make a social statement and just made some statements.
They did, and I do like that. What's the cute guy that she's been sleeping with? I can never think of his name.
I can never think of his
Find
name.
out
Russell.
name. Something. Russell something.
Russell.
And, so he got busted. She busted him up because he's been working with her daddy.
I know.
And he's in the bed thinking things about to happen.
Uh-huh.
She comes in with her little sexy stuff on. She gets on him next thing I know, he's got a gun up to his head.
Wait a minute. All I could think was that's the true meaning of a jump off.
Oh, you are so good. I like
Stop
that.
it.
I like that. But anyway,
Right.
so I was like, wow, cute guy just got busted. And then this whole Foxtel thing, do you know?
Yeah,
Are they,
I keep trying to figure it out. I figured out that it's something that's important to that community.
it's like the mission or something that
Right.
they're doing, or I don't know.
Right. It's some kind of intelligence thing. But they're all a Twitter about it and a GOG about it.
Well,
so it's gotta be
apparently on
big,
the
right?
hashtag on Twitter is what is Foxtel ?
Right.
They need to come back and
Because
answer
nobody knows.
Next week, I think, is the finale.
Next week. Isn't it
So,
2 hours? I think it's 2 hours.
Is it 2 hours? I think it's 2 hours. But anyway, I have
Is it
been happy
next
with
week
that.
or is it today?
Oh, and then we missed the big thing, girl. Jake is alive.
I know,
So you were
but
happy about that.
You know I knew that.
Of course you did.
Because I
I
said
kind of
from
wanted him
jump.
to be dead a little bit because I kind of get tired of his character.
I knew better. I knew better. Because he's just, no, they couldn't do that. It's too much story left to tell.
You're right.
Too much story left to tell. Speaking of, Mellie needs to go ahead and divorce the president. I know she can't do it while she's running
I'm tired of that.
for
I'm tired of
Senate
her
or whatever she
storyline.
I'm tired of her. She's just bland.
Yeah,
But
I wish they would do
she could
something
come
else.
to Collin County where we have a do-it-yourself divorce
Oh, I
center
heard
now.
about that in
Yes.
today's Thursday's Dallas Morning News.
Yeah.
You can also
right
read it on
here.
dallasnews.com.
On page 1A.
Page 1A. I saw that with the Collin County
Mm-hmm.
is they're having a center on Tuesdays from I think it's like 8 to 5 or just normal hours where you can get low income.
Yeah.
They're helping low income people with divorce paperwork.
Yeah, because so many people just can't pay the high-powered lawyers, and
Yes.
because the paperwork isn't done correctly,
Right.
it's clogging up the system. So they're just going to help them get it so it's done
Yeah, and
correctly.
it says, I like the lead, it says divorce petitions with no last names, decrees with no mention of who's taking the kids and when, demands to keep the family car without details about the year, make, and model. It's simple stuff like that
Yeah.
that's not making it on this paperwork. And if you don't have the money to go out and buy hire an
Yeah.
attorney, this
You-
is great. Go
you could
Collin
be-
County.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm going to say when I moved to Texas, it was the first state, and I've lived a lot of places, that I saw billboards saying divorce for $4.99. Like,
and some people don't have $4.99.
But actually calling people out. Oh, don't like your wife? Get another one. Divorce, $99 down payment. Texas is like all about the new. Wives included.
I think it's great that the Collin County is doing this.
Yeah.
And and I think and I think they're going to kind of evaluate it and see how it's going. There's also
and they're not the only one in the state, but they're the first. They say they're the first one in North Texas.
They say that until somebody else disputes it.
I think there must be a need for one,
right?
Because of so much of that going on right now,
right? And then they also another initiative
going on for a while.
Exactly.
Forget now.
Another initiative that they have is that if you have a simple divorce and there's no kids involved, there's no assets, you can file directly online.
Yeah, just do it.
Go
Collin
County.
All right, Collin County.
People don't want to be together, let them separate.
Sometimes they're right, exactly. Let them go.
Sometimes they move on without getting a divorce if you don't.
Which is why I'm telling you, the Supreme Court, here in same-sex marriage right now is my thing is, you know what? Let people who want to marry within their same gender do it and have the same type of success rate that heterosexual couples have.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But what the opponents are saying, well, what about polygamy? Wonder if I want 3 wives? Why don't we do that? I mean, so we have that going on.
You know what I say, to each his reach.
What else is going on?
Let's
talk about, of course, Baltimore, the Freddie Gray incident.
It's starting to be really sad the more I see it.
Well, the Washington Post came out with a story today.
I saw that.
And there's apparently was an inmate also in this vehicle, although there was a partition. It was
couldn't
metal.
Really
he couldn't see, but he heard. And he says that Freddie Gray was in there.
He allegedly heard.
He was in there struggling, beating himself up.
Yeah.
And, I guess there's.
But, his spinal cord was severed 80% and his larynx was crushed. And he did that himself.
Well, then plus 2, there's people already saying, hey, the other guy's an inmate. They haven't disclosed his name, for one. For 2, did he all of a sudden get his charges dropped for
I was going to say,
testimony?
Is he getting less jail time? But I mean,
we have to let this play out.
The thing is people throwing around asking questions. Why are they doing this to their own communities? I don't know if any of them own the CVS.
Right.
Number one. Number 2, the question to me needs to be, why was this man injured in custody?
Right.
Take the onus off of the rioting and all of the. Right. There's a reason for that. Whether you agree with the reason or not, there is a reason, a valid reason in many people's heads why they're doing it.
We got to let this play out in the legal system.
We do have to let it play out. But one person who wouldn't let it play out, who didn't let it play out for her child, was Mama Bear, the Baltimore mother, who got her son.
You know what Baltimore mom went out there, grabbed him up. Now that's contentious too.
That is contentious.
There are people coming out and saying, she just validated the angry black woman for some people.
And she validated the use of force against.
Now I will say, I don't believe in whooping kids. I don't whip my own. But I'm not her. I'm not in her situation. She's a single parent with 6 kids, and she's already says, I need to break this cycle.
And barring even that, it was situational. She was across the street talking to the police.
And they made eye contact.
And she saw her son.
And they made eye contact.
All she could think, if I'm in her shoes at that moment, I would like to think that I would have grabbed my son and gave him a big hug and said, I love you and come on, let's go. But I'm not sure if that would have been what I ended up doing.
Yeah, no, she said she didn't look at
think about
the cameras. Life. She just went up there, grabbed him up and said, what are you doing?
And she wanted to, I'm sure that she would rather do what she did than see him be another Freddie Gray, like she
throwing
said.
Rocks at police or no telling what could. You know what? I know it's becoming contentious, but there's some folks that say she needs to be Mother of the Year.
There are some people that say that. What was the headline sitting in the mom?
Exactly.
And then the Baltimore Orioles played the game with the empty stadium.
Did you see that one of the players was signing fake autographs, acting like he was signing?
One of the other ones caught a ball and then tossed it up into the stands, and it was just bouncing off.
My feelings on that.
Go ahead.
I just don't think that they should have done. I think they should have let fans come.
They should have let fans come. Not only
that, get the National Guard, let them line that place.
Well, they were letting people watch from outside with their noses pressed up against the gates. If you're gonna do that, you might as well let them in the center.
I totally agree with that.
We have learned that sports is a great equalizer.
Right.
People who are on both sides of the political divide can unite in their love for the Mavs or their love for the Yankees or whoever.
I just don't see why they couldn't have aligned that place with the National Guard. Just something.
Just something.
Well, and then Geraldo got chased around by someone.
Geraldo got chased around. And you know what? That young man, somebody needs to give him a talk show. In fact, if you ever in Dallas, Texas, come on From the Hip. We want to talk to you, brother man.
Well, basically, so this young black man, he was confronting Geraldo, and he wanted to know, why are you guys only coming here when something like this is going on? We have poverty. We have other issues. Yeah. Fox is just here to get a story. And Fox, I love you for Empire, but the news channel, he was talking about the news channel, and he was just
talking about Fox News.
He was very upset, and Geraldo would not really talk to him.
No, he just smiled and kept trying to walk away. What I like about the young man was one of the things he said was a black man should be able to raise his voice without you thinking that he's being confrontational.
And Geraldo had the bodyguard all there and everything.
It's just about you're passionate about a subject, so you raise your voice. And that's just code, kind of like the word thug they keep throwing around. That's just code. We know what that means.
Well, you got what? Anybody that hasn't seen it needs to watch that video because I just
watch the Senate Majority Leader. The rest of that video was the Maryland State Senate Majority Leader say, "Hey, move your cameras. You're helping to incite some of this. These people will go home if you quit."
And then the guy that was approached Geraldo was saying, turn the cameras off. He didn't want it to be a spectacle. He really wanted to talk to him.
It's just, so much. And then we got stuff going on here. We got the Rockets, someone working for them who tweeted the Mavs.
I think it was the person that handles their Twitter feed.
Yeah, their Twitter feed. And it was.
I have it here. He says, and apparently he's apologized, but I think he's lost his job.
I think he lost his job.
He says, this is obviously, unfortunately, our boys lost.
They lost.
The Mavs are out. The Rockets took them out, so we're out of the playoffs. But apparently the PR or whoever handles the Rockets Twitter feed says he had this emoji of a horse with a gun pointing at it,
with a gun,
symbolizing a maverick as the horse. Then he says, shh, just close your eyes. It'll all be over soon. But you have this horse symbolizing a maverick that's gun up to there. It was so inappropriate. They took it down, apologized.
It's just bad taste. I mean, bad taste is abounding. Like Bud Light with their slogan.
The perfect beer for removing no from your vocabulary for the night.
Rapey. So that's all I'm going to say. It sounds rapey.
It promotes rape because they're saying, here's a perfect beer for removing no from your vocabulary for the night. Hashtag up for whatever.
It's like, what are you saying here? Right.
So
were there any women in that room when they made that decision? I just don't think so.
Well, that's the beauty of diversity. Sometimes you need it.
Sometimes you need it.
So in an email statement, Alexander Lambrecht, I think that's his name, Vice President for Bud Light of Anheuser-Busch, said, it's clear that this message missed the mark. Oh, really? And we regret it. We would never condone disrespectful or irresponsible behavior.
Told him.
It was horrible.
That's my thing. It's like, think before you jump. Just because something is just because something sounds good and it's cute does not mean it's for public consumption.
Exactly. Just think. Some people do not need to have full access to Twitter.
Right. They need like a daily limit.
I mean, really,
instead of a 140 character limit, they need like a 3 tweet a day limit.
Or like a second person verification. Like they can't post without somebody else agreeing to it.
Somebody else has to sign off on it.
Girl.
But it's
where's that one thing?
The hot link?
Yeah, I want to see that.
Because I'm going to try that this weekend.
Here
it is.
Arts and Life.
Arts and Life. You
can find this on DallasNews.com too, or get the paper. Bring on the hot links, and you can actually pair wines and beers.
Wines and beer. I'm going to tell you, me and my hot links, PBR all day. I don't care what anybody says.
I know, really, right?
But this is awesome. You're going to give me a wine pairing with hot link. Plus, they're so cute. They called it a sausage sandwich.
Wines and beers that stand up to spicy sausage sandwiches.
They called it a sausage sandwich.
Isn't that cute? It's a hot link.
Cute.
So bring on the hot links. But if that is in Wednesday's paper, yesterday's Wednesday's. So go look at it online, DallasNews.com.
It's good stuff. Hey, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to Scarborough Fair probably. My husband's really excited about going. We haven't been in years.
I'm going to the Boom 94.5 Zydeco Blues and Classic Hip Hop Festival.
Oh, you need to send that to me. I didn't know about this.
It's pretty inexpensive, and it starts. Gates open at 1. It's supposed to end at 11:30. We got everybody from Juvenile and Mystical to Sir Charles.
Oh my God!
I love me some Sir Charles.
Oh yes, send me that link. We probably have something like that on the site too.
And also, I have to finish up Daredevil on Netflix. So.
Well, girl, you know what? I need to get back. I know we probably didn't discuss everything we want to discuss.
We didn't. We never do.
But we'll catch up.
You know, and if I see you having a down moment over there, I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna get you.
Rescue me. Okay. Right. I'll talk to you later, girl.
All right, bye.